Hi guys, my name's Charmaine Mackay, and I'm an area manager with Arbonne. I just wanted to welcome you to our super team. So this is our workbook, and this is just the training that goes with it. So we will have the same training every week we're going to have, and this will be for your new consultants that you add in. So it's going to be on a Tuesday night at 8 o'clock on Tuesday night. It's going to be the same way. Different leaders taking it, so I thought I'd just record this as well in case you can't get on. So I just wanted to talk about the Super Team page. So the Super Team Consultant only page, you really utilise this. It's got videos. You can find these under files and album part, and if you just go through your website as well and just get used to that. And also this training book is in Super Team Consultants only under files. You can print that out if you want to. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to go through is how we get paid. So this is the main reason why we do this business, is to make some money. This is what we want to change our life and the lives of our family and to live out our dream life. So how do you get paid? This is your number one priority, is to get some pay in the first 1 to 4 weeks in your Arbonne business. So what this will mean is you're less likely to quit, and also other people will see your success and that you can actually make money and they'll want to join your team. So there's two times that we get paid. We get paid weekly and monthly. So if you directly sell a product to a client, you get paid a commission the following week. So the pay week runs from Saturday to Friday. So if you sold 2 nutrition packs today being Monday, you'll get around 120 paid to your account next Tuesday. So really start thinking this is instant money. So start thinking, how do I get instant money? So you might think that you want to share these products with people, sign up new preferred clients and consultants, and you'll get paid within a week's time for the instant money. So the second time that you get paid is the 10th of the month. So this is where you get paid override. And that's the percentages that you get paid for any consultant in your team sales, and you'll get paid any bonuses that you've earned at the time as well. So it's amazing. So your instant money is when you share products directly with people, but you also get a second pay for overrides and bonuses. It's also a great way to show people who might be really desperate for some money right now. You can say to them, if you start this business today, you can get paid next week. So this is for sharing products with people. So how do you get paid? So as an independent consultant, there are 4 ways every month that you can get paid. The first is offer retail clients commission. So that's someone that shops from your website, shops from your store, but they haven't signed up as a PC, which is preferred client. So they pay full price for the product, which we don't recommend because it costs a lot more, and they don't become attached to you as a consultant either. So then after they have purchased from you, they can go on and shop from somebody else if they want to. You do get a high commission for this at 35% on the checkout value. But if you have a retail client that buys $100 worth of product, then you'll get $35 back on that the following week. But what we really want to do is to be signing people up as, so this is preferred clients, and they get an amazing membership for 12 months. They also get free shipping over a certain amount of products. They get a free product and access to a free gift every month with a qualifying order. So you get 15% commission on yourself. So why being a PC is so important is that they have their own login and they can go on, they've got all of their discounts there already for them and already set up for them. And then they can just reorder and reorder and reorder and reorder. So every single time they do reorder, you get 15% commission paid to you the following week. If you've got 10 or 20 people on the 30-day healthy living program, and every single month they're logging into their account, repurchasing their fish sticks or the protein or whatever, you're going to continue to get paid, and you're not even working for that. So that's where your residual income comes from, and that's why it's really important to have preferred clients. So the third way we get paid is our central group override. What that means is when you bring a consultant into the business and you directly sponsor that person, you get paid a 6% override on the checkout value of their consultants and their preferred clients and their orders. So an additional 6%, and so you get that paid that extra dump of money in the 10th of the following month. The fourth way is for independent consultant cash bonus. So I'll go through that really soon. So that's how you get paid. So what you want to be thinking with your business is, how can I get paid for my effort? If you're thinking, I want to sponsor people to my business, I want to help them, and then in turn I'm going to get an income from Arbonne, or how can I help people with their health through the 30 Days to Healthy Living program? Because if I help that person with their health and help them to get awesome discounts, I get paid the following week. So I always think, if I help someone, I get paid, and that will create an awesome, flourishing business for all of you. So next up is, what is QV? So you'll hear this all the time in Arbonne. This is what we talk about. Like, this stands for qualifying volume. And what it is a universal figure to ensure that our company promotions and bonuses are clear across the board. So that's globally. And it's keeping it fair in all of our countries. So no matter what the currency, it's a point system. So every product has a certain amount of QV, and that's the same for every country. But the actual dollar amount will change depending on the currency, which means if you've got a team in the United States, it's just as fair as having them in New Zealand. So, for example, a prime SM might be $50 and 50 QV, when in Australia it might be 50 QV and $40. Just as an example, actually, don't quote me on those prices. I'm just showing that the QV will stay the same, even if the dollar amount changes. So all bonuses, promotions, and incentives are all QV based. So you really want to make sure that you're getting as much QV as possible through your business, and you get paid in the currency that you're in at the moment. So next thing is new preferred clients. So when we sign up a new preferred client, we like for the order to be 150 QV and that ensures that they're going to reap the benefits of being a preferred client. So it's usually about 4 or 5 products. And if they're over the 150 QV mark, then that goes towards your bonus and also your team's bonus as well. So if you're not sure why we're signing people up for 150, go to your upline and also ask for upline how you would sign up a new PC as well. So in each market, there's a different amount of dollars for them to get a free gift and free shipping on their orders. So we do like to keep it 150 minimum QV. So the global preferred client info, I'll just scroll down here. Here it is. So for us in New Zealand, it's $30 to join as a preferred client. Yeah, so the reason that people pay for their registration fee, so it's like a membership. So they get discounts, free shipping, gifts. You get them like access to any flash sales or whatever you might want to do as well. And we really look after our preferred clients. And they'll save that $30 fee in the first order. So it's actually free if they've got a 250 retail. So that's around $200 for a preferred client. If their order is about that much, then it's free. So that's really cool. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to talk about is the independent cash bonus. So if you're a new consultant, and it's really awesome, is a cash bonus. So never, ever, ever, ever leave the money on the table. So really get it for yourself, and also so you can teach your consultants to get it as well that joins your team. So when you get it, use it to treat yourself. Don't use it to pay bills. Be excited about it, about getting $45 extra. You use it to get your hair done or buy new clothes or whatever it is that makes you happy. But just make sure you don't leave it on the table. So if you get it this month, it really makes a difference. So to get that, you need 2,500 QV in your success line. So that's in your entire business, and 2 new preferred clients, independent consultants during the month with 150 QV. So if you're a team of 2 or 4, all of their QV goes towards your group volume and towards your cash bonus, which is really cool. So now I'm just going to talk about becoming a district manager and why you want to. So when you become a DM, a district manager, your business being a direct salesperson to really leveraging your time and overrides of your team as well. So you go from a consultant selling product and getting paid with a really high commission, and you still get that. But then when you become a DM, then you start to really see the benefits of a network marketing company. So this is time leverage, and this helps how much you're going to make this business. So the aim of it is to get every single person you sign up to district manager as soon as possible as well, because your paycheck will double, triple, quadruple in the first few months as a DM. So if you're thinking, I need more money, I'm not making enough money, my advice is to really bust your butt to district manager as soon as possible, and you'll see the difference. It's a dramatic change in your paycheck when you get to that level of management. So you're also getting an additional 8% override on your entire volume of your business, including your own orders. You get paid 2 times for every single thing that goes through your business and through your team as well, and through your team at the end of the month as well. So it's such a huge jump in your paycheck by getting paid twice. So if you've got a preferred client that puts in an order, you're going to get paid your 15% commission the next week on that sale. And then at the end of the month, you'll also get an additional 8% on that sale as well. It's on the total volume override on that. So make sure that you're going towards this. Plus, you also get an 8% right on your own orders. So you get paid for your own purchases. So you're not only getting a huge discount on your product when you're buying from your own, you're also going to get paid a commission from it as well. It's very, very cool. So, and also your cash bonus doubles. So in New Zealand, it goes from $5 to $290. So you can get that every month. Such a great thing. And you also go into your bonus boosters program, and this one you can earn, that's just an extra. So you can go to earn your free RE9 set and also a limited edition wooden looking drink bottle. It's really, really cool. So let's talk about how. So when I first started, 6,000 QV seemed like a really huge amount of QV. I didn't think that I'd be able to do it, but what I want you to understand is that the more people that you have in your business, the smaller the number is. So write that down. The more people that you have in your business, product or working their business, the smaller the number is. So if you're a team of 1, of course you're going to look at 6,000 QV and that's really a lot, but it's not impossible. People do it on their own all the time. So, but the more people that you have doing a little bit, the smaller the number will be. So that's why we need to help people with their products and to help people with this opportunity. So when someone joins your business, all of their QV is also counted for yours. Now, when someone joins their business, when someone joins your business and then someone joins their business, all of their QV goes to you as well. So that's why the aim of the game is to get people into the business and then to help those people earn an income by sharing products, sharing the business, because all of that then contributes to your business. So with your pen and paper, let's just do a quick map out of how to get district manager. So there are 2 promotion periods in Arbonne. So firstly, you have to go into qualification for the promotion. So you have to go into quals in order for you to close the promotion. So for district manager, you need 1,000 PQV. So that's personal QV, which is your own orders for your clients. And once you've got that, you can officially. So if you're not in quals for district manager, number 1 priority is to do that as soon as possible. So you need to get into quals for the promotion this month as an absolute minimum. So obviously everyone's going to be going for their cash bonus, which is 2,500 QV, and then you have to close the promotion. Or you can pick a third month, which is 1,000 QV, but often it's a bit harder to do the promotion over 3 months than it is to 2. So we'll just stick to 2. So at the top of the page, if you write your name and circle it so that it's in a big bubble, and then you're going to take what you're going to do is take responsibility for a third of the 6,000, because you'll always want to be doing the lion's share of the work as a business owner. So you want to be selling the most product in your team, sharing the most product with people, buying the most in your team. And I want everyone to write down 2,500 QV beside your name. So then what I want you to do, what I want to make sure, taking that responsibility for that. So if you say you're going to do 2,500 QV over the promotion, you have to be strong enough to go out there and just think no matter what, I'm going to do it. And if I'm honest, like 2,500 QV is 10 30 days to healthy living packs over 2 months. It's really not a lot. Everybody's got 10 friends that want to get fit and healthy across 2 months, plus whatever products you buy for yourself. So if you're serious about the business, you're going to be stocking up on your own products for you and your family. If you see my house, it's absolutely covered in Arbonne. That's what I use for my kids, skin and everything. So 10 30 days to healthy living packs is the goal. And then I want you to draw a line from your bubble and put a big circle in that bubble and leave a blank, another line to another bubble, and then leave that one blank. And then from that one of the bubbles, I want you to do a line and another bubble. So really your picture should be you, and then you've got 2 more, and then 1 coming off the second one. Okay, so some of you are going to have a team already, and if you've got a team and they're directly sponsored by you, put their names in the bubbles. If you don't have a team yet and you've got no names to put in the bubbles, that's the first thing that you need to do off this call, is fill the bubbles, because the bubbles are your team. So if you can sponsor someone in the first bubble and that person goes into quals for district manager, so write 1,000 QV next to your question mark bubble if you don't have a team in the second one. And then so in the second one, say that person starts, an absolute gun, and they go for their 2,500 QV to get their cash bonus in the first month as well. So then you're going to smash it. So put that in there as well. So you put 2,500 in that person's bubble, and then say that person is someone join and they're just a bit of a product user, and they might buy a 30 days healthy living pack, which is nearly 200 QV. So put that in there too. So that's 6,300 QV. So you've got it, and you're doing a 2.5. So you're doing 2,500. Nancy on the right, who's an absolute gun, is doing 1,000 QV, and then you've got your other person that goes into quals for DM on 1,000 QV, plus your other little person who wants just to buy products with their 30 days to healthy living pack. So that's 6,000 QV. That's over 6,000 QV, guys. So what you want to do is just to break this down. So who can come into the business? Who can help to get their independent consultant bonus, or someone I can help that goes into district manager quals? And don't, you're going to have maybe 3 or 4 people that join you that might do 1,000 QV each. So 4 people in quals for district manager, plus your lion's share of the work is district manager. So some of you might have one person that starts and is an absolute gun and they do 3,000 and you do 3,000, and that's how you break down that goal. So that's how you get a big number like 6,000 to be a lot smaller. And the aim of the game is to share these products, the 30 days to healthy living, and share the business opportunity with people and get them into the business, sharing the opportunities as well. I hope it makes sense. If not, you can definitely ask your upline. So that's just about going to area manager next. So who are your upline? So you can just write that out as well. And then I just wanted to talk about your why and why it's so important. So now that we've got all of that info out of the way, if you've got any questions, please do let us know. And we're just going to do a little bit more of this fun stuff. So I'm just going to go into an activity, and you can definitely go page and download the workbook, write it on there if you want, or just on your piece of paper. Okay, so your why. So you'll hear this a lot in Arbonne. People will ask you, what is your why? So for me, my why is that I want to take this financial pressure off my husband and to spend my time with my family and horses and just creating me design, as well as not having a boss. I really don't like having a boss whatsoever. So what's so important to understand in Arbonne is the fact that being your own boss can be a blessing and can be a curse as well. Because your upline's not going to tell you to get out of bed and work. That's what a job is. It's not our job. But our job is to encourage you by leading by example and advising you on what you should be doing. And so being on your own can be really amazing if you're self-motivated. And I don't mean that you're on your own. You're definitely working for yourself, but not by yourself. So being your own boss, if you're not motivated can be really difficult because you're only going to let yourself down, right? So your why has to be strong enough for you to overcome anyhow. So if your why is to have a better life and to help your family or to put your kids in the best of schools, maybe you want to travel the world, maybe you want to have more money, to get out of debt, or maybe get out of a job that you hate. If your why is strong enough, you'll do what it takes to become a national vice president with Arbonne and change thousands of lives on the way. So if your why is maybe a little bit of money on the side would be great, but if not, I'm sweet. Well, I can just guarantee you that you will not get to the top of the company because you'll never be able to overcome the obstacles that will come your way in building your business. But it's really, really so worth it. So every single thing, like everybody that says no, and if you knew, people will say no to you all the time, and it's okay. So it actually means that you're doing your job. Hundreds of people have said no to me. There's people that will be watching this that have said no to me and then later go into my business. So just know that every obstacle that comes your way, every person that says no and the things that do happen are just building your resilience. And this is what's going to get you to your goal, and it's going to happen. So if your why is big enough, the how will present itself. Okay, so what I want you to do is from this list of things here, we've got, so you've got, from this list of things, I want you to write down your number one priority on your piece of paper. So if it's financial freedom, time freedom, choices, travel, family, personal development, helping others, meeting new people, your retirement plan, to own your own business or whatever it is. So write down that number, and one thing that would absolutely change your life if you hit it. So for me, it's definitely financial freedom. And if you've seen my Discover Arbonne video, we had a whole heap of things happen that just left us absolutely drowning in debt. So this was and is my way out. And if I'm honest with you, like, financial freedom will actually give you all the things on that list. Financial freedom is probably 95% of people that are watching this call, or if not 100%. So then we're going to talk about why these are important to you. So I really want you guys to have a look at these and just dig deep and think why these are important to you. So you've got to have a why that makes you cry and a why that makes you work. So write that down, why that makes you cry, makes you work, because there's no point in crying and then working. So you really need both. And what I want you to do when you really think about your why is to get into a place that you think there's absolutely no way that you should be presented with a business like Arbonne and not get to where you want to be with it, because that's going to change your life. So it's going to be the thing that absolutely gives you what you want. When I decided to really work this business, I knew that my Arbonne business was going to get me where I needed to go and out of debt and with spare cash, and with my horses and my children. But I knew that Arbonne was going to be there. So I knew that it would give me the money, the time, and everything. So the number one, why are these important to you? So whatever you wrote down as your number one, why is this important to you? So is it important because it's going to put your kids in better schools? Is it going to enable you to be a stay-at-home mum? Or enable your husband to get out of a shitty job, or help him to be happier? Is it going to give you to spend more family time with your children, or opportunities, experience? Is it going to give you the car that you need? Maybe you need a 7-seater, or maybe you just really want that Mercedes, or you need it. Is it going to enable you to stay at home, give you time freedom, visit family, or help your family with finances, go on holidays? Maybe you're going to buy a house, or just to be a present person in your family's life. Is it going to make you be the healthiest version of you? So why are these important to you? And write them in your book or on your bit of paper. And then what are the consequences of not having this? So it's all well and good to know why it's important, but it's more important to understand the consequences of you not making this work. So are the consequences that you're going to have to put your kids into daycare and you're not going to be able to see the world, or that you can't take time off work? Are the consequences constantly going into work every day, dreading that alarm clock going off in the morning? Are you going to miss out on something? For me, my passion's horses, and I didn't want to be able to only ride for half an hour a day because all of my time is spent at work. So that, for me, it's given me all of that time freedom. Are the consequences not having the freedom to pursue the things that you want in life? Or your kids missing out on experiences and as well as time with you? And then I want you guys to think, what have you had enough of? So have you had enough of going into a job every day with negative people or that you can't get away from? Have you had enough of working on a Saturday? Have you had enough to waking up to an alarm or working on a Sunday? Maybe it's that you've had enough of working night shift. Have you had enough of your husband coming home or your partner coming home stressed and tired and putting a strain on your relationship? It could be as simple as that you've had enough of stuff to being invited out for dinner. Maybe it's that you have had enough of budgeting out for your groceries or not being able to buy the best food because you're on a strict budget. So I know what it's like to just juggle money constantly. So payday would roll around and then you still don't have enough money. So that's, for me, is why I love Arbonne. And so also think about what you can't afford. Maybe you've had enough of not being able to afford things for your kids. Think about that one. So I don't know what your situation is, but whatever you do wish, whatever it is that you'd wish if only things were different. So that's what you need to think every single day while you're building your Arbonne business. And you have to think, if I don't do this, then that will never change. Okay. So the next thing is, I want you to write down how you were first introduced to Arbonne and what intrigued you about the business. And write that down. So it's important to say, I was introduced to Arbonne and how, and this is what intrigued me about the business, and this is my why. And then, did you got any hesitations? Because most of you, if not all of you, will have hesitations, of course. For me, it was definitely 100%. I was worried about what people would think of me selling lipstick, and I'm so glad that that's not what we actually do. So a lot of people might have had not enough money to start, or thought you didn't have enough time or contacts, or weren't confident enough. So whatever that is, just write that down, because you've got to have people that have the same hesitations as we all do. I had the exact thing, or I know somebody that was exactly the same. It's totally normal. Okay, so the last thing that I want you to think about is, what is Arbonne going to do for you and your family? So I want everyone to write down 5 things. So write down your 5 things as a minimum, and write down what Arbonne's going to do for you and your family. Is it choices, travel? Are your kids going to do more activities or family holidays? Or is it that you're going to start a family? Are you going to get out of debt? Do you just want enough money to start home with your family or buy groceries when you need them? Do you want to help a charity? Maybe you want to help family pay for things. I want to take my relatives and friends on holidays when I'm maybe it's something that you can help your church with. If you're a faith-driven person, maybe you want to buy a house, whatever it is. So you can write it down. And then I want you to write down what you need in the next 6 months. So what's going to be really life-changing for you at this place? Is it $500? People, they might need $3,000 a month in the next 3 to 6 months to get out of a job. So what is that to you? And then I want you to send these into your upline or your sponsor and just say to them that these are my goals, because you need to be accountable with your goals. So as a ballpark, an average income for an area manager, everyone on this call is probably a consultant or a district manager in qual. So district manager average is about $600 a month, but that's not a high achieving one, that's just average. So if you're in that ballpark, you're thinking, I need $1,000 a month at a bonusing district manager, that's getting your $290 bonus. Anything over $1,000 is an area manager, just to keep that in mind. So what is your 5-year financial goal? Average time to go national vice president is 5 years, working consistent every day. An average income is $22,000 a month, plus a free and a trip to Maui every year. So these are just averages though, and we don't have average people in our team, so you are not average. And what are your financial goal to be? So really dream big. Imagine I'm a genie talking and your wish is whatever you want it to be. So if you want to put $1 million down there, put $1 million. If you want to put $500, put 500. This is your goal, and it's not my goal, and really anything is possible. We know that it's possible because we know that in this business, because $1 million in 5 years is possible, and it's possible because we know people that have done it. We know heaps of people that have done it. So what's going to change your life forever? So write that down and share it with your upline. Okay, so in 5 years, what do you want your life to look like? So this is the time to really dream big. So you've got a couple of minutes to think about it. But when you're a kid and someone said to you, what do you want to be when you grow up? And someone says, you can do it. That's what's happening right now. So if you want 20 horses and a farm, write that down. If you want to buy designer clothes, or you want 6 kids and a nanny, write that down. If you want to travel first class everywhere, write that down. Where will you work? Will you work? Will you retire your husband or your partner? Where will you go? Which places? What accommodation will you stay in? So is it going to be $500 a night 5-star hotels? Or where will you stay? What does your workspace look like? Are you working by the beach? Are you working in the snow in a cabin? Are you doing an overseas experience in Canada, working from your horse truck? Are you in the first class lounge in New York after a week there staying at the Four Seasons? So what is your life going to look like? Obviously, you are going to be an executive national vice president. So how many people are you going to be giving the keys to their white Mercedes? How many thousands of people's lives are you changing because of Arbonne? What does your body look like? How much money are you donating to charity? Are you going on mission trips to Africa to feed the poor? What are you doing? So are you rescuing or home sick animals or homeless animals? So what I want you to do after thinking about all of those things is to find a picture to match that and create a vision board. So every day when you look at your vision board and look at a vision of what you want your life to look like, and that will get you working. Nobody looks at this vision board and thinks, oh my gosh, that's my dream life. I'm just going to go and sit down in the lounge and watch Shortland Street. Because I'm telling you now, if you've got a crystal clear vision of what you want your future to look like, the difference between sitting in the lounge and watching Shorty or getting to work and helping people with their Arbonne business is going to be the huge difference of you getting that dream life and not. Okay, so let's just all get really seriously committed to this business and making these dreams come true. So the next thing is when. So there we go. So make sure that you guys have created a schedule that can let you have at least 45 to 60 minutes scheduled to Arbonne every day. So whether that's 30 minutes on your lunch break or whatever, make sure you're in the zone, working the business, offering people the product, you're offering people the business at least a few times a day, minimum, because consistency is key. And if you're consistently working this business, you're absolutely going to get to the top of the company. Like going to the gym or eating healthy, consistency is always key. So for the next couple of minutes just before, we're going to create a dream team. So if you were going to invest $250,000, which is the average small start for a business cost, who would you hire and put on a salary? So what you guys really want to be looking for is the right people to join your organisation. So if I want you to really write that down, write it down, some qualities of people that you want to talk to about Arbonne. So qualities for me are passionate, coachable, like-minded, charismatic, positive, and I definitely love people with a good sense of humour. So what are the kinds of people that you want to work with? Because as you know, in Arbonne, we've got the absolute luxury of choosing who we work with, and just think of qualities that you want in your business. Think of the person that's always positive, smiling, having a laugh, the person that lights up the room or the life of the party. So who do you know like that? And then write down a list of people that you feel like have those qualities. So it could be sister, your mum, your friend, a colleague at work, a hairdresser, your gym instructor, the lady from the shop that's always smiling. So you really need to write those people down. And the first task, that once you get off this call, is to reach out to that person about the business. So what you want to do is say, hey Sally, I hope you're well. I've just gotten off an amazing call with my Arbonne business, and one of the questions in the call was, who would be amazing at Arbonne and who do you want to work with in this business? And I thought of you because you are, and then insert the qualities: passionate, fun, positive, kind. Would you be interested in taking a look at this opportunity? So that's it, super simple. And that's what's going to get you guys sponsoring. So, okay, so, and that's really cool. So finishing up, we've got our 100-person contact list. So just make sure you've got a list. I use the wee exercise books from the supermarket. They're really cheap and easy. I've got a different one for every month. And these are just filled with people that you think of that would try the product or be good at the business. Because having everyone in one place helps you to reach out to people at a faster pace. And there's so many people on Facebook, Instagram, people at work, the gym, the church, the high school friends, family or family friends. You've got so many people. So this is just, this 100-person list will help you a bit of a memory jogger. And we also have a to-do list. So I have a look in the Superteam Consultants only, or your upline should have sent this to you. So a lot of you might have done it already or starting to do this. But if you need to, if you haven't had your launches yet, please talk to your upline about that, because these can be done on Zoom or in person, but very often you'll have people join on your business from them. And also you get lots of sales sometimes, so that would be really cool. So then there's just some abbreviations. So QV is your qualifying volume, PQV personal for QV, GTC is our global training conference in Vegas. This is every year in April or May. AAC is our Arbonne Advantage Conference. So last year that was in the Gold Coast, and it's in about August or September. Another conference. MP says preferred client. RRP is recommended retail price. So that's before any of your discounts. Then you've got your IC or consultant as your independent product consultant. So this is someone who starts a business without the required product to run the business properly, and whose goals aren't to build a team, but they're in it to get the discount. And then you've got Qual as DM district manager, executive district manager. So if you sign someone up and you're a district manager and then they become a district manager, you then become an executive district manager. And then you've got your area manager, executive area manager, regional vice president, executive regional vice president, national vice president, executive national vice president. And then the Discover Arbonne is our Discover Arbonne presentation, which shows about the business opportunity. Zoom is what I'm on at the moment. So this is what we have our group meetings on. And Dropbox is a file sharing program. And then development. So this is our reading, audio books, and affirmations. And if you have a look at the files part of the Superteam Consultants Only group on Facebook, there's actually a book in there if you want one. And there's also a welcome call on there that would be really advise you to watch that. If anyone's got any questions, please just ask your upline. Talk to me or Jacqueline Coons is our National Vice President, so we're all available to you. Otherwise, I hope you got a lot out of this and you understand it a lot more. Once you understand this, you're well on your way to having this huge business with Arbonne. So I'm really excited for you all. And this training is going to be exactly the same every Tuesday, 8 o'clock for new consultants. So add them in. as your sponsor, and you can jump on whenever you want for a refresher as well. Thanks, guys.